What's up, everybody? Welcome to Winging It with Brandon, episode 3. That many. Is that actually that many? Turn it down again. I gotta figure out the whole music situation. I think I'm gonna start doing it in post, but I didn't really have time to set that up. Because last night, hang on. Pretty unprofessional here today. Winging It with Brandon. Coming at you live from the Wingin' It studios here in Sioux City, Iowa. Bum, 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 bum. What was I saying? I bought some wings last night. Not even today. So, you might be saying to yourself, well, how could they possibly be fresh today, Brandon? How will you eat them today if you bought them yesterday? And that is because I bought... BAM! Tyson Anytizers hot wings. Now that wouldn't make too much of an episode if we just ate some shitty frozen hot wings. Just one. But, little do you know, I bought 2 shitty frozen hot wings. Purdue air fryer ready crispy wings. See, that's what this says on the package there. So, I've just heated these both in my air fryer. I followed the instructions to a T. I laid the, what's it called? The fucking metal shit. I put metal in there. And, they were different cook times, so I cooked the Tyson first, and then I set a timer on my phone to when I needed to put the Purdue ones in. Very scientific. I feel like I could probably start some kind of culinary career after this if Winging It doesn't work out. But, I also, music situation's not down, I signed up for this thing where I can download these songs. I downloaded 1 song. So, give me a moment here, we'll pull it back up. Repeat. Alright, so now, for this episode only, you get the 1 song. I'll turn it down maybe a little bit. Oh, I got it down pretty low. You guys probably can't even hear it. I'll turn it up a little bit. Alright, there we go. 28.3. 41.2 didn't seem to work out very well last week. It was kind of low. So, this week we're going to guess and say minus 28.3. Look up at you guys. Minus 28.3. Remember that. Remind me next time. Maybe. If it sounds good, remind me next time. If not, then I'm going to say, Brandon, do minus 11.5. Or minus 32.3. We'll see what works. As I was saying, I have just finished cooking these. They just came out of the oven, piping hot. Hotter than any wing that would have to be transported here in a car. These are straight from my kitchen. Straight from the freezer, to the oven, to my mouth. To my mouths. So, let's take a look at the packaging here and see what they have to say. Purdue, I believe... Well, I don't believe. I used to work at a place called Purdue. But it was a pork place. This says it's chicken. But who knows, these might be pig wings. I never remember handling a package such as this. So I don't know. The chicken was raised with a 100% vegetarian diet. And they're cage-free. So you can eat these wings without feeling sad. It says you can cook them in the air fryer or the conventional oven. Different cook times and everything. I don't know why that is. Different temperatures, even. Weird. But, the big thing here, no antibiotics, ever. Get it in the camera. It's hard to see there. But, the fun thing about that No antibiotics ever. Asterisk. Okay, I'm sure. So, since we're stuck here on the Purdue wings, we'll maybe give those a try first. And these are definitely the shittiest looking of the two. Neither one looks great, but the Purdue wings don't seem to have any sauce on them. When I pulled them out, when they were still frozen, they looked shitty. Now they just look burnt. Real shitty burnt. And you might be thinking like, well, you fucked up cooking them, Brandon. Obviously, they look shitty and burnt. I followed the instructions to a T, and they looked burnt before I put them in. There was frost on them, and they looked burnt. So maybe there was a fuck up at the factory or something. I don't know. We'll see when we taste them. If they taste burnt, then we'll know. But this is what that one looks like. Just charred and shitty. I think of the two, these ones look more normal. We'll get to that later. Here with the Purdue wing. Let's just dive right in, guys. Let's do it. Sniff test. Smells like meat, I guess. Doesn't smell burnt. Important to point out, neither of these are really sauced. The Tyson ones are, and we'll get to that a little bit. But these Purdue ones, like, aren't at all. Like, you can see my fingers here. I just have some crumbs. All I got's the crumb. No stash residue this time, which is good because I didn't trim my stash again. But yeah, taking a bite into this, I'll kind of show you guys the cross section of the wing. You can see there's some flavor, some saucy flavor kind of baked into there, which makes this wing somewhat pleasant. It's not bad, and it is a little spicy. A little spicy. I don't know, guys. This is pretty not bad. It's crispy, and that might be because of me. But I cooked it for regulation Purdue Wingin It wing time. Exactly what they told me to do. It's a little crispy. There's a ugh, I got some in my throat. A lingering kick. I got it again. Yeah. Pretty good. And these are spicier than I initially gave them credit for. I would put this on a medium spice range. So much so that I need another drink. These might rank kind of high. Yeah, let's go in for a flat. Now, in terms of aesthetics, they definitely don't look good. But I think looks are very deceiving in this case. it is important that we win it for another wing here, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. Actually, I'll show you here before we take our next bite. So that first drum, you could tell after I bit into it, you could see the hot flavor coating the kind of the inside of the skin. Here on the flat, we do not see that coloration. Let me go in for the rest of this here. Which is important, because that flat had no flavor. If I would have eaten that one first, I would have told you guys, don't buy these. These suck. Yeah. Like, just nothing. The flat was not good. So, we're going to kind of go back and forth here before we rank either of them. Because I want to get into the Tyson ones as well. And then we got to dive back into the Purdue because of the inconsistency. Very disappointing. After my initial excitement, to be brought down like this, to have such a horrible fall from grace. I don't know. Let's dive into the Tyson ones. Let me get my fingers licked here. So what does Tyson have to say? Oh, these ones have very similar cooking options. That's a lie, they do not. So with the Purdue ones, it gives you the option of to bake in the air fryer or to bake them in the oven. The Tyson Anytizers give you the option of the oven. They don't even mention the air fryer, which I'm sure is fine. They also mention the microwave. We didn't do it that way here, and neither should you. Never, ever, ever do that. But they also give you the option of on the grill. It gives you the directions for how to cook these on the grill, which I imagine is probably good. A good thing to do. I don't know. I wouldn't think to do it. So, here on our Purdue wings, we talked about no antibiotics ever. The Tyson wings have no added hormones or steroids, which I have to assume means that the Purdue wings are just loaded with hormones and steroids. But that the Tyson wings probably have antibiotics. That's how they get you. Chicken wing sections coated with a flavorful hot tangy sauce. Once again, here is what the packaging looks like. Definitely the more appealing of the two packages. But I think slightly less appealing of the two wings. So these did have somewhat of a coating on them. When I opened them up, even when they were frozen, you could kind of feel the grease. That's what I would describe it as, more of a grease. But this is what the drum looks like for the Tyson Anytizer wings, right there in the wing hole. Gotta remember to let you guys know that is the wing hole. So, I think these ones look kind of gross, and they smell kind of weird. But let's see how they taste. You know, they don't taste bad. They taste very different. This is a different kind of hot wing uh, than really any other kind. They have a very distinct, different taste. Ah, hit the mic. Not spicy at all. Zero amount of spice. Not especially saucy. I mean, you can't expect that out of a frozen wing, really. I mean, how would they do it? I know sometimes you buy oh, I'm hitting the mic or hitting the camera. Gotta stop hitting my desk. Sometimes you'll buy frozen Chinese food and it'll come with a sauce packet. Maybe they could do something like that. I looked and there wasn't one. Yeah. I just don't think, it doesn't taste like a hot wing. It doesn't taste like how, I gotta stop hitting my desk. I'm trying to, put my head on my fist there, and it's not working out for me. I don't think I would super recommend these. Unless you're like, I really want hot wings, but I want to eat something that doesn't taste like one. If you're in that kind of mood, then by all means. As I said, it's not, oh, these are disgusting. Why would anybody eat this? It's not bad. It's kind of a... The meat just has kind of a goofy texture. Like a fatty texture. And the sauces, or the flavoring, I guess I would say, it's just not real prominent. It's there, but it's not spicy. I lost a piece. Lost a piece of the wing. Maybe Loki will gobble it up later. Loki's my cat, by the way. One of my cats. Yeah, he's real goofy. I'm purposely trying not to say the word funky. These do not have a funk, but they are goofy. Like I said, very fatty in texture, but it doesn't taste like fat, if that makes sense. Very spongy. Yeah, maybe if you crisp these up a little more than they recommend, maybe that would give them a little crunch and a little more texture. As is, they just have a weird texture. I do, however, have a small amount of sauce on my fingers after eating those ones that I did not have from the Purdue wings. Speaking of which, let's dive back in to the Purdue wing. That's how it's getting so intense in here. The whole room is shaking. Whoa, such an intense review. Let's dive into this one because this one looks really not very appetizing. Let's see here. It's one of those fucked up wings. I'd hate to see what this chicken looked like. This one has the flavor residue, as we'll call it, as I pull it apart. I can see it. think this ranking might be controversial. That was a good hot wing. I'm completely pleased with it. I'm completely pleased by it. It pleased me. Fully satisfied. Now, by contrast, let's hop back into one of the Tyson wings. Oh, I almost just had a heart attack. Am I fucking recording? I am. As you know. Alright, so we've ripped a Tyson wing apart. It has a bit of a sliminess to it. Just a slimy, fatty, weird textured wing. Well, it's safe to say the Purdue wings are definitely better than the Tyson wings. That probably looked pretty awkward, because it was. The sauce that coats these wings also, like, sticks to you. I had to, like, saw it off. Weird. Just weird. Another important thing to know about these wings, the Purdue wings were $10, which is expensive. You can buy a bag of uncooked chicken wings for $10 and get way more. The Tyson wings were on sale for $10. Which is insane. It's insanely expensive. That's like beef jerky prices. I don't know what their price is originally, but $10 is maybe too much for those. I also, I was gonna buy like just a shitload of different wings. These were really the only two options for hot wings. Tyson has a couple other, like a differently branded wings that had like different sauces on them. And I was thinking about getting those, but they were also $10 a piece. And I didn't want to spend $40 on this video. If you think about it, this show costs me money to make. I'm really doing a great public service here for you guys. So a little fucking appreciation will go a long way. You're welcome. So, I was told last week that I didn't quite bring the energy. I'm hoping that I bring the energy this week. Let's bring up the rankings here on Wingin It with Brandon. So here on our rankings thus far, we have number 1, Wingstop Original Hot. Number 2, Papa John's Buffalo. Number 3, Papa John's Honey Chipotle. Number 4, Wingstop Plain. And number 5, Wingstop Mild. Now let me shoot. Oh, nope. Wrong one, Brandon. There we go. Now I got this pulled up here. So where do we rank? Let's start with the Tyson. Tyson Anytizer Hot Wings. I think this is pretty easy. This is going right underneath Wingstop's Plain. Tyson. Let me see how they spell Anytizer here. Anytizer. Yeah. Hot wings. I think that's pretty safe. They're better than Wingstop Mild just because the Wingstop Mild sauce was so bad. Very, very bad sauce. So these get a slight edge above that. Like I said, I don't necessarily think the Tyson wings are, like, disgusting. They're not awful. They're just weird. I don't know that I would. I'm never gonna crave these again. But if I went to the store and I'm like, I really want to have some hot wings with my frozen pizza tonight, and all they had was Tyson Anytizer hot wings, I would maybe still get them. I would probably still get them if it was the only option, and I wouldn't be like, oh man. Be like, okay, these'll do. So, oh, let me change this here to number 6. Alright, so, moment of truth really here is where do we put the Purdue wings? And I think, let me switch back over here. Oh, okay. I really kind of think that we need to go in again. We need to go for 4 of the Purdue hot wings before we can really rank them. Because we did have that one that was not good. I almost said it was funky. But this big motherfucker. This video's going so long, my wings are getting somewhat cold. Let's see how this one tastes. If it has the flavor, I think we rank it pretty high. If it doesn't, maybe it drops a couple places. So let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, our new number 2 hot wing. Alright, what are these called? Crispy wings. Hot and spicy. And they are kind of hot and spicy. As even with that last bite, like it lingers. Oof. Yeah, I need a drink. I just took 2 bites. Oh, you can see, oh, Thor's getting a good stretch. Yeah, I needed a drink after that. They got the heat. An acceptable level of heat for the average person. Obviously, I'm not the average person, and I can go higher. Because I got it like that. But, yeah. They got it. Purdue crispy wings. They look gross. When I put them on the tray there, I really thought, of the 2, Tyson was... I've had Tyson wings before. I knew that they were funky, and they have I knew that they were weird, and they have that, like, weird texture. But I really did think that they were gonna be better than the other ones, because it's just such a generic-looking package. You know, and Tyson's a more well-known name, I would say. But yeah, really surprised here, guys. Purdue wings really pulling through for us. Going pretty high. I don't know that I would expect them to stay that high towards the top, but maybe. I'm not real sure what I have planned next. We gotta get to B-dubs eventually. Everybody says B-dubs is pretty high up there. And everybody says Wingstop is pretty high up there too, so. Who knows? And I know we gotta get to Domino's eventually. Based on memory, this episode's going long, I know. Based on memory, I think that the Tyson wings are probably better than Domino's wings. But we'll find out. Maybe soon. Maybe not. Let me know where you rank Purdue and the Tyson frozen freezer section hot wings. Let me know in the comments. Do you have any favorite frozen freezer section hot wing memories that you'd like to share? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll read them off next week. Wouldn't that be a fun segment? We gotta start adding more segments onto the show. Alright. And let me know how annoying this song got on repeat. Because if I can get by just doing this song, that'd be pretty good. Alright, I'll see you next week, guys. Peace!